Hello, welcome back to Armchair Armory, and it finished at Anfield. Liverpool 1, Arsenal 0. I've got mixed feelings. That's sort of the headline of this. I've got mixed feelings about the game. I don't know if I said in the preview, I can't remember. It's been quite busy since I recorded that preview last Wednesday, because I've moved house since then. So I've moved apartment. So this is my first Armchair Armory from the new place. I can't remember what I said in the preview. I went into this game thinking a draw would be good enough. I didn't think we were going to win today. I thought that we'd see a better performance in a big game. I thought we'd see a better performance from an Arsenal that's gone to Anfield and been battered 4-0, 5-0, etc., over the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years. Even though in the last couple of years we've drawn there quite regularly. But I didn't expect us to go there and win. It would have been a pleasant surprise if we went there and won. We didn't, obviously. But the story of the game is I don't think we played badly. I don't think it was a bad performance as such. I definitely don't think it was a bad performance. I think there were very much similarities to the game at Old Trafford on the first day of the season, where it felt like we were trying to go for a draw, even though there were moments where we looked quite good going forward. We just didn't have that sharpness, and that was the main thing. One of the main things for me, I just felt like we didn't have that sharpness. But then towards the end of the game, it looked like instead of trying to go for it, we were just trying to play out for a 0-0 draw. Arteta made a good point in his post-match interview just now, that it's very rare that you go to Anfield and you're able to dominate the game for 90 minutes. Which is why I'm saying I wasn't expecting us to go there and blow them away. What I wasn't expecting actually was the fact that it was so cagey. I think the first half we just cancelled each other out. The teams were both, having half chances here and there. You'd probably say on average Liverpool had more of the chances. And then, the defences would be doing quite well. For a team in Liverpool that their defence has been questionable over the last couple of weeks, they actually defended really well. Dominik Szoboszlai, who was playing at right back, I'll come on to him even more so in a minute. Dominik Szoboszlai, who was playing at right back for Liverpool today as a makeshift right back, was probably their man of the match. And he made Martinelli kind of made him look like Trent pretty much, or basically made him look like Gary Neville, made him look like a world-class right back. But yeah, so the first half, very cagey, probably from minute 1 to minute 45. We get another injury. Saliba goes down in the 5th minute, replaced by Christian Mosquera, who actually I thought played really well. I thought he was one of our better players today. He looked very confident for a 21-year-old. I think that's how old he is. Anyway, I thought the midfield battle was quite even for the most part. So it was Declan Rice, Marino, and Zubamendi in the midfield for us, and then for them it was Gravenberch. I can't remember now. I'm gonna have to have a look. Szoboszlai was right back, wasn't he? I almost said Szoboszlai. Gravenberch, McAllister. And then up front, we had Martinelli, Madueke, Gyökeres. Madueke played really well today as well, actually. I thought Madueke sort of half silenced the critics that criticised his signing. I thought in terms of our attacking players, he probably was the best of the three. Again, Gyökeres, even though there were, again, similar to Man United, where there were moments where it looked like, okay, yeah, that's the player we signed. I just worry that he might struggle against these bigger teams, against teams like a Liverpool or Man United or Spurs or a Chelsea, something like teams like that. I think Newcastle to some extent, I think he will struggle against them, because it was a completely different Gyökeres performance compared to Leeds. I felt like he got more of the space, more space against Leeds than he did today. Like Konate basically had him under lock, had him under lock and key for the most part. What else to say? A moment of brilliance basically won it for Liverpool. Free kick 32 yards out from Dominik Szoboszlai. As I said, makeshift right back for the day, wearing the skin suit of Trent Alexander-Arnold. There was one point where he even put in a long ball for Cody Gakpo at one point in the game. But yeah, I felt like for the first 60 minutes, it was sort of like, not end to end, but it was, as I say, we cancelled each other out, and I thought we played okay. And then as soon as it got to 65, 70 minutes, we just seemed to not want to try and take them on. It just felt like we were happy to take the draw and run, which is fair enough because it's Anfield to some extent. We got to see 20 minutes of Eze, or something like that, 15 minutes of Eze. You can definitely see what he might bring to this game. I was expecting him to start today, actually, but I think I said in the preview I expected him to start. But yeah, you could definitely see with some of the movements, some of the passes he was putting in. There was a moment towards the end of the game, about the 89th minute, where he took the ball around Kirkes and gave it to Calafiori. There was also a moment where he ran into the box, went for a penalty shout. It wasn't a penalty. Yeah, so for the most part, there were moments where you could look at and you could be, yeah, that's positive. But the one thing I will say is that I'll basically, when it comes to the league, I still think we're not quite there yet. I still think that, yes, it's 3 games in, and I don't want to overreact, and I don't want to make sensationalist predictions like Sky Sports are at the moment, where they're basically talking like it's already May and we're only 3 games in. When Szoboszlai scored that free kick, Peter Drury was basically having an orgasm, saying that, oh yeah, that could be the first blow in the title race. It's like the title race hasn't even started yet, mate. Like when it gets to like November, December, that's when you can start talking about a title race. It's going to be interesting either way. It definitely shows we're not quite ready or good enough to beat Liverpool at Anfield yet, and that's one of the places you need to go and win to get to sort of be seen as potential champions. City lost today, earlier on against Brighton, which I obviously didn't expect. But yeah, City seem to have now lost 2 in a row. So yeah, international break now. It's never good to go into an international break after a loss. We've got Nottingham Forest at home next, I believe. The other thing I wanted to, Nottingham Forest next in the league. And then we've had the Champions League draw happen as well, which is quite interesting. With this new league phase of 6, is it 6? No, it's 4 home, 4 away. 4 home, 4 away, is it? 4 away, isn't it? So yeah, we've got Athletic Club away, Olympiacos at home, Atletico Madrid away, Atletico Madrid at home, Slavia Prague away, Bayern Munich at home, Club Brugge away, and then Inter Milan away again, like last season, and the new boys that knocked Celtic. I think it was Rangers. They knocked out. Was it Rangers or Celtic? One of the Scottish teams they knocked out of the qualifying round. There we've got them at home, Kirat Altay or whatever they're called. So yeah, that's the Champions League draw. Pretty crazy. But yeah, going back to Liverpool today, I'm not going to get too hung up about it. It's the first loss of the season, only 3 games in. You can't really sit here and say the season's over after 3 games. I won't be like, I always feel like I come on here and slag off Man United, but still, like, I can imagine, I haven't seen the reaction of their fans on Twitter beating Burnley, but I can imagine they probably think they're back now because they've beaten Burnley. But yeah, and also Spurs lost, which is funny. But yeah, so mixed feelings. There were moments that I was pleased with, I suppose, but it's sort of brought me back down to earth. Even though I didn't expect to win the game, I did expect us to sort of go more toe-to-toe with them, rather than just, because I think there's a difference between going toe-to-toe with a team and just cancelling the other sides, cancelling each other out. So I'm a little bit disappointed that we didn't go more toe-to-toe in an attacking sense, especially. And it sort of shows me that I don't think we're quite there in terms of winning the league yet. Right, I'm going to leave it there. You'll see me again with a preview for Forest in a couple of weeks' time. I'm going to spend the international break settling into my new place. So, yeah, speak to you again soon. Take care and stay safe.
Remember to like and subscribe, and also follow Dan on social media. All the information is in the description below.